number of organizations from across Canada have formed a coalition demanding that Ottawa retable the Online Harms Act to legislate protection for children online. Amongst those groups, Sarah Austin, the founder and CEO of Children First Canada. Sarah, thanks for taking time for us this morning. And you've got a timeline on this demand. Talk about the countdown for kids.
Good morning, Jefferson. Thanks for having me. Today is National Child Day. It's a day dedicated to honouring the rights of Canada's 8 million children. But today, instead of celebrating, we are sounding the alarm. Kids in Canada face risks every single day because of the online harms that they're exposed to, from social media to tech platforms that are exposing our kids to grave concerns that put them at risk every single day. And so we've launched the Countdown for Kids. This is 40 days for the Canadian government to table the Online Safety Act and to treat this as the crisis that it is, and to work urgently to put regulations in place that will keep our kids safe in the digital space. We regulate all aspects of kids' life, from their food to their medication to the transportation that they use every day. But the digital environment that they're exposed to from the moment they wake up to the moment they go to sleep is completely unregulated, and kids are paying with their lives. And so this really is a crisis, and we're calling on the government to act. Yeah,
you've got a lot of agreement on this one. Talk about who is involved and who will be at the steps of Parliament Hill this morning.
The coalition involves children's hospitals, children's charities like ours, the Canadian Medical Association, tech experts, but most importantly, it involves children, youth, and their parents. This is really centering the voices of the kids who are exposed to these harms every single day and who are growing up without the protection that they rightly deserve. And parents have had enough. I'm a mom of a 15-year-old boy. I do everything I can in my power, and yet it's impossible. We're put in an impossible situation to try and regulate the social media platforms, gaming apps, the online environment that our kids are involved in every single day. And we need the adults, the ones who have the power, our government, to do the right thing. We've waited too long for this. And so we need them to treat this like the crisis that it is and to act now.
And so what exactly are you looking for in this legislation, Sarah?
Now, back in 2021, the Liberal government pledged to introduce an Online Safety Act within their first 100 days. Well, here we are 4 years later. We're still waiting. Every single day, kids are paying with their lives, with their mental health and their safety. And so we're asking them to retable the legislation. They did table legislation earlier this year, but it didn't cross the finish line before the election was called. And they've been back in government for a few months now and still haven't acted. And so we're calling on them to treat this urgently and to table this in the next 40 days before December 31st, because we want to start the new year with hope and with a commitment that they will do the right thing and to protect our children online.
And Sarah, we're seeing some new rules taking effect in Australia. I think at the start of December, Meta no longer will be able to have kids under 16 on their platforms. Is that something you'd like to see here?
We need tech companies like Meta and all the other social media platforms and online apps to do the right thing. But we've spent 20 years now trusting them to do the right thing, and they haven't. And so we need government to put the regulations in place. Canada's lagging behind. When we look at countries like the UK, the EU, Australia, and many more have been leading the way on this, who've taken action, who've done the right thing. It's time for Canada to keep up, to step up, to do the right thing, and to put the regulations in place to protect our children.
Okay, if you'd like to support the movement, you can head to countdownforkids.ca. Sarah, thanks so much for taking time for us this morning. That is Sarah Austin, the founder and CEO of Children First Canada.